All right. Mbeumo hijack underway. Spurs, after announcing the signing of the former manager of Brentford, that is Thomas Frank, that also doubled as the manager for Bryan Mbeumo and turned him to be one of the deadliest wide forwards in the Premier League. They've obviously taken another huge step to see to it that they obviously signed Bryan Mbeumo from Tottenham Hotspur, from Brentford to Tottenham Hotspur. This has gone ahead to obviously raise dust in all amongst the fans of Manchester United and around Old Trafford, because United have been on this hill for close to 2 weeks, and they've failed to obviously reach what we call a common ground. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, this story first came in the media when Thomas Frank was linked to Spurs after Ange Postecoglou was obviously sacked. But it really cooled down. But when Thomas Frank heard going to Spurs, these stories really came back, and I went ahead to obviously do this video. But this time around, looks like the interest is really very concrete. And we've been told by Sky Sports Lel that Tottenham Hotspur have held initial discussions with Brentford FC about a potential deal for Bryan Mbeumo. Frank to Spurs increases their chances, but they also remain interested in Anthony Semenyo. Then, Bryan Mbeumo is understood to be more intrigued by a move to Tottenham Hotspur now that Thomas Frank has become their head coach. Spurs have received encouragement about a potential deal now that the Den has made the switch to North London. So, the moment this guy went to North London, that is Thomas Frank, it increased the chances of Bryan Mbeumo to obviously join Tottenham Hotspur, because this is the manager that obviously turned him into what he's supposed to be, and he has a lot to obviously call in for into this game. So we understand that it's really a very huge factor. Then Jacobs Ben said Tottenham Hotspur are prepared to better Manchester United's offer for Bryan Mbeumo, which was 45 plus 10 million euros in add-ons. If given encouragement, Mbeumo's preference is still a move to Manchester United, since Spurs were informed of before Thomas Frank arrival. Other players on Spurs list include Anthony Semenyo and Taylor Dibling. So, the guy known as Bryan Mbeumo is a hot cake. Having gone ahead to let down Arsenal and very many other clubs, Spurs was also in the queue, but the manager of Brentford joining Spurs has gone ahead obviously spark a new phase of whether this guy will go there or not. You understand? So let's wait and see how things pan out. But they're really interested in Bryan Mbeumo, and they're really willing to surpass a bid that was made by the club of Manchester United. Now, we've gotten a story coming in through from Sammy McBall. This is a BBC reporter, credible journalist, tier 1 journalist, confirmed with us that Tottenham are interested in Bryan Mbeumo. However, no bid has been submitted as of now. Champions League clubs on the continent also have interest in the player. Now, for Manchester United, I think they should try and do the needful for themselves, because if they don't, I'll tell you what, they won't really survive this, because this player will be needed and very many are really gonna be going for him. You get? And I want to let you know that Tottenham are a club that are in the Champions League. They have the power to spend, and they can even offer him the amount of money that he wants. So United are dilly-dallying, you know, and we don't know what kind of negotiations are really going on, because Brentford might be attracted by the amount of money that Spurs is obviously gonna be paying them, and even the structure of the payment. United, with the problems that they're really having in their pursuit of players and payments, I think Spurs might obviously come up with a better plan that might obviously be convenient for the club of Brentford and the player. And now we know that the player is being sweet talked by his former manager at Brentford to join the side of Spurs. That is it. And Jacobs Ben has come out and a little bit given fans of United a little bit of hope. He has said, although Tottenham Hotspur have stepped up their interest in Bryan Mbeumo, as called by Sky Sports Lair, conversations are not yet advanced. Brentford want in excess of £60 million, and Mbeumo's preferred option is still Man United. Spurs made aware of this, but before Thomas Frank joined. Now, before Thomas Frank joined, Spurs was informed of how Bryan Mbeumo was not interested in really playing for them, and he only wanted to play for Manchester United. But with Thomas Frank joining them, as I've told you at the beginning of the story, obviously the dynamics have gone ahead to change into the mix. So we're here, wait and see how things pan out for this side, but it's really happening right about now. And if United doesn't act fast, they might miss out onto this good player. A lot will depend on whether United meet the valuation. Spurs prepared to better. Manchester United is rejected 45 plus £10 million of add-ons offer if given encouragement. But they also have Antonio Semenyo and Taylor Dibling on their list. Now, here is where things are really going tough for the club of Manchester United. Spurs have not gone ahead to make any bid. Why? They want to put in a bid when they've gone ahead to get an encouragement from the player that if they really surpass Manchester United's bid, the player won't say no to them. So it's 100% dependent onto the player. If Bryan Mbeumo goes ahead to let them know that I've given you green light, go ahead and really put in the bid. If Brentford goes ahead to accept, then we discuss the personal terms and I'll obviously join Tottenham Hotspur. You understand? So it is really that hard. It's all on Bryan Mbeumo. And for me, I'll never come out and really hinge myself onto a player. I've gone ahead to see players change their words. Very many players change their words. Players come out and really hail a club where they are going. When a hijack comes in through, they obviously change the words and they eat their words. So 2 weeks back, Bryan Mbeumo denied Spurs a chance, Arsenal a chance, Newcastle a chance, and Nottingham Forest. This time round, Bryan Mbeumo is obviously having a father figure looking at him, groomed him, brought him to a club known as Brentford. He has groomed him to the players going to become in the Premier League, and every big club almost in the world is interested in him. And I cannot come here and really tell you that it is business as usual. It's not business as usual. If Thomas Frank had stayed at Brentford, then maybe would have gone ahead to see to it that the manager goes ahead to really not influence this. But right now, this is all under the influence of the manager, and he's like, come on, my dude. Come on and really play for me. You understand? That's what is the biggest factor in all this. So, I don't know what your thoughts are about Mbeumo hijack underway to Tottenham Hotspur. Do you think United will be wakened up and obviously act quick? Because we are really acting slow. Even for Matthias Cunha, do you know that this deal broke out in March? The player gave us his green light that he wants to join Manchester United. He rejected very many clubs, big, moreover playing the Champions League. But United has just gone ahead to trigger. I've just gone ahead to trigger his release clause, I think like 1.5 weeks back. You understand? So it might be the same thing. So your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And here we come to the end of this video, and continue to subscribe. And if you're watching us for the very first time, please go ahead and do the needful and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because stories are really coming in thick and fast. We out. Bye bye.